Dude, I was in love with this girl, dude. I was just toe up, dude. I'm telling you, man, this shit is wild, man. For real. She's from, let me tell you about her.
What's up, y'all? This is Young Mars. Welcome to my little laboratory. I'm house sitting at my parents' house right now, so I got the mobile lab set up, and yeah, I got a band in the Bay Area. I've been making music here for a long time, the Young Mars Project, and used to be in the Basics, and at this point just working on a bunch of projects. Happy to show you around. We can start right here with my little setup. I got the RME Fireface 800 running on Pro Tools 9. Finally, Pro Tools 9 allows you to use a different type of non-digi design interface, so that's much cleaner than an M-Box or something like that. Got the Atom A7s. I used to have these other Yamahas, and my mixes ended up being really muddy when I took them elsewhere. So I found that these ones allow me to get a much kind of more precise mix in my studio before I take it out to other places, cars or studios or beat battles or whatever's. My MC 1000. A little probably dusty because it doesn't see that much use. I don't much sample anymore. I used to be more into sample chopping, but I'm a musician and I'm ADD, so I like to just get moving and get cracking with the music. So usually I use Ableton nowadays. I used to use Reason to kind of like, create my drums. Occasionally I'll use break beats and either sample them or filter out certain sections and add them in for flavor. Sorry, let's see what else. Got my Roland JX3P. That's a tasty piece with the programmer on top. So this thing's kind of like magnet mounted. It's kind of raw. And let's see. Let me get you a little sound on that, just so you can hear what that sounds like. That's one of my favorite little synths if you're really trying to get it out. Where's got the more? Some of that, and you can control all the sounds up there. So that's a real nice piece. I'm still working. It's a poly synth. I'm still trying to save up and get myself like a Moog or something nice as a mono synth. But this is just this is where I get a lot of my polys, and then I also programmed a little bass. Chunky but warm analog bass. Little MIDI controller keyboard or a USB controller keyboard. I do end up playing a lot of my drums. I have addictive drums as well. So I play a lot of my drum, like a lot of the hi-hats. I prefer a more acoustic sounding hi-hat most of the time than like a non-dynamic kind of standard hip-hop thing. So I play a lot of live drum stuff and fills on that, and also on my drum kit over here. So if I really want to do like a more intricate drum section, I'll come here and I have it connected by MIDI over there, and I'm running addictive drums. So I'm using all the sounds from addictive drums and just recording the MIDI. And I'm alright at it. I really need to still get a couple like really dope drummers in here and test out what that thing's capable of. And then this is my homie Ben Ezra's SV1 Korg. This thing kind of replicates analog keyboards, and it has some really dope acoustic piano and also some organs and stuff like that. And as you can see, it's got the little tube inside of it, amp simulator. So this thing is fresh if you're trying to get like a vintage sound, or trying to get that nice smoothed out Rhodes, which is what I use a lot on there. Some percussions, my little a modified Rode microphone. See. So he takes the little cap off. This is Michael Jolie's modified Rode. It's having some little technical difficulties on the input, but it sounds alright. I don't know, I think I'd personally rather go for like a Neumann or something, but I didn't have the coin, so that's where we're at. And then, my little percussion section. I lost my tambourine at a gig the other night, so, but I think every producer should not be afraid to step outside of the their realm and grab some random plates and crash them together, or occasionally one of my homies, we made a sick beat one time off the sound of a matchstick, like so something like that, where it's just like or someone I knew made this amazing beat with closing drawers in this cabinet that they had. So I don't know. I think producers shouldn't be afraid to step outside of the digital realm and just start hitting things and see what kind of noises they make. And that's basically, you know, I got my bass here as well. Just this is a Fender Jazz bass. I play a little bit of that. I play a little bit of guitar. Got my Stratocasters, a nice American one with the toilet bowl, pearl, you know, keeps it clean. And that's it. You know, I like to play a little bit of everything, but oftentimes I also bring in more talented players to kind of flesh out my ideas. So I'll sing them my lines or play them my ideas, and then they can replace them and make it sound professional. So, you know, I'm working here in Pro Tools like I was saying, and talking about how I do my drums. It probably started with that break beat that I had, you know, obviously compressed and thrown through a little EQ, and then we built a little snare kick. So it's actually what it really started off of. I should explain is that it started off of these vocals right here.
I'm the type of girl giving out the fake cell phone, the name Big Fame. She like catching big things, jewel ship, money clip, phone flip.
So you probably recognize those. One of my favorite tracks, Most Def, Miss Fat Booty. And this is off. I'm working on a whole like remix album where I'm doing production underneath some of my favorite tracks. So this was one of the first ones that I did. So I got the vocals on the click basically and created the drums around it on Ableton, and then started coming in with bass, keys. Got Nate Mercereau on guitar.
Telling you, man, this shit is wild, man.
That's where we're at, basically. Just a little kind of. It's almost done. It's almost done.
Let me tell you about it. Yo, and she came with the same type game, the type of girl giving out the fake cell phone, the name Big Fame.
It's tight. I really like doing remixes right now. I feel like it's just very inspirational for me as a producer to just pull up vocals that I love and then try and match the vibe to them. And you know, the cool part is you can really change around the dynamics or switch around the chords, but keep the melody similar. Or, you know, like for example, I'll show you a section coming up where Nate Mercereau comes in, the guitar player from the Park, and just kind of takes it, you know, when he finally meets the girl, he kind of takes it to another place.
Shot the girl, she couldn't get it together. I just played it down and pretended I never met her. How you feeling? No, I'm fine. My name is Mons. I'm Sharice. I heard so much good about you. It's nice to finally meet. He moved to the booth, reserved for crew, especially your honey love ended up sitting directly next to me. Type polite, but now I'm looking at it skeptically.
So the remix project, that's one thing that's about to drop. I'm about to start dropping videos for that. I'm remixing Most Def, Nas, Alicia Keys, Aaliyah, who else I got? Diana Ross, Richie Spice, Los Racas, some other local folks. It's gonna be hot. So that's gonna be dropping for free a little bit later on with a remix party where we'll be playing it all live. And then I'm producing for this kid, Say Knowledge. Check out him on YouTube or Twitter or whatever you want on the internet, and we're producing a whole record for this dude. So that's almost done, and that's sounding amazing. And then I'm working on my little EP that's on some love shit, you know, on some more sexy vibe where, you know, it's like it's on some grown folks music. So those are my projects right now that I'm working on. You can check me out, youngmars.com, YUNGMARS.com, Twitter, youngmarsmusic, Facebook. Yeah, you know where I'm at. Facebook, you know, Young Mars, you can find me. So, yeah, come out, come check a show. Download my old record for free. Young Mars, Santa Cruz or Bust. It's like a half mixtape, half album that I created a couple years back. So, that's my latest thing. You can get that for free off my website. And otherwise, you know, hit me up. See what's up.
Electricity. Electricity.